Hey y'all, it's Indigo here, back with another round of Grand Arena Championships. This is round 2 of the second week, season 14. Catching up on my rounds here. Just got this one, and then today's round to go. So let's go ahead and take a look at the board. Let me show you how this went down. I'm up against a guildmate in this round, Draz. We're both in Shadowlands. Take a look up top here. He's got Geo's set. He's got GG with Newt. And then he's got Shakti clones up there. And then down south is where he's got his GL. He put Rey with triple tank. So he's got Zalbar in there, Holdo, and JTR. And then he's got some Night Sisters out front. So that's the one that threw me, because there's a lot of teams that can counter Night Sisters, but each one uses something that I might need for whatever's hiding in the back. So hopefully I can get through these teams, and let's see what he's got waiting in the back without burning too much power. We're going to take a look at his Rey team. Let me show you guys how this went down. He's already gone. Now, he had to do his battles, early enough, and I was busy doing raids and such, so I didn't get to do my battles till the next morning. So he's already gone. I saw what he scored, what I had to beat. So let's, try to beat him. Obviously, it's fun when you get to battle a guildmate, because then you get some bragging rights, or you get to feel like crap for the rest of the week, when they beat you. So here we go. It's his Rey, and it's my Jedi Master Luke. And I've got Gas in there. Gas helps a lot with Rey. Jedi Knight Luke is okay, but I wanted to save him. I'm debating whether he's got, Kylo in the back, and for that you would want a full Jedi team. And so I don't know, but I want to keep my options open and at least save my other Jedi squad. That way I have it, and then decide what I'm going to do after this battle. So it doesn't go too well, in fact. It can be dicey just because he's got 3 solid tanks to sit there and soak up damage, and it's kind of annoying. And really the only main damage dealer I have is Gas. I mean, the others are attackers, Ezra and Jedi Knight Anakin. And then, of course, Jolie's in there to provide a bit of healing, and he can also bring some people back if for some reason somebody died. So I guess that's helpful. You can see I just got my ultimate off, and so that puts me in a bit better position. Once the ultimate goes off, you start being able to just alternate between Jedi Master Luke's 2 moves, the AoE and then the assist where he buffs them up. So as long as you got that, you should be able to do enough damage to kind of punch through. But you can see it's already not going super well. Like in Arena, when I use Jedi Master Luke, I just go straight after Rey, and I usually get her out kind of right at the get-go, to where sometimes she doesn't even last to an ultimate. And in this one, I'm already having to tank out his ultimates and keep everybody alive. You can see I didn't get her there. She's in the yellow, so I'm just trying to do as much damage as I can. I lost Anakin there. Now they're going after Ezra. Brought Anakin back, though. Jolie coming in clutch, so that was helpful. Anakin is a nice damage dealer to have. He just hits hard, and he's got healing immunity. Was able to get Rey out, so that was pretty helpful. Now it's just cleanup, but you can look at the clock. I'm under 2 minutes here. Got to kind of speed it up. So I guess this is good where it's a bunch of attackers. They're all going to be able to attack and put down some significant damage. Still got to deal with damage immunity. But like I said, with Jedi Master Luke in his ultimate stance, once he hits that AoE, I mean, he does so much damage that you can just end up clearing the board out. So not too worried here. Like I said, it takes a minute to chomp through these guys. Zalbar's in damage immunity, but I should be able to get them taken out before time runs down. So I just gotta do it. I don't want to throw it on auto, because I don't want Luke to continuously cycle with his special. You got to watch out for that, because it will take turn meter away, and the one that's in damage immunity will never get to go. So you just keep doing basics or whatever, and make sure you're not taking away turn meter. You want him to be able to go so that you can kill him. So here we are under a minute. I'm just waiting for him to take a turn, and then I can, clean him up. And there we go. Finally took his turn. Now I can finish him off. And 54 banners. So not clean, but I didn't have to burn all my good Jedi. I've got those saved for later. So I didn't want to use anything too great. So I went ahead and used my bounty hunters here. Bosk lead. Got that extra survivability from his lead. They're pretty sturdy. And all I have to do is get around to Mando's contract, and then I'll be able to disintegrate somebody. They're not going to come back. You've got Jango with the Zeta on his unique. So once he kills something on his turn, they're going to stay dead. And then, of course, you got Boba's execute. So that's going to help keep them dead. And then the fact that the 3 Mandos can ignore taunt. I mean, that's huge. So that's what we're doing. Just trying to take out whoever we can. You can see Asajj has the marker for the contract. So going after her. Pop that contract. Now we're in good shape. I was thinking about what to do, but I'll just execute Asajj there. Now I don't have to worry about her ramping up damage, healing anybody. None of that. So now I want to work on Talzin, and look at that. Mando's disintegrate is up. So boom. Right away took out the 2 top, damage dealing annoyers in the squad. So those are gone. Now it's just Spirit is the only real damage dealer. Daka's going to keep ramping up health, but who really cares when you have Disintegrate available? Well, we'll go after Daka here. Just get her taken out anyway. If I can kill her with Jango, then she's not going to come back. So that's why I did a hit on Spirit over there. Now I took her out with a rocket, so she's gone. And there's no free revives from Zombie or anything. Still got him on Spirit, though, depending on who kills her. Did an execute, though, so turned out to be non-issue. And that's what I like. I mean, look at that. All that, and still end up with 59 banners. Open up the back, see what he's got back there, and look at that team. That C team. He's got C back there with Malik, with Barriss, with Dooku, who counterattacks, and with Marauder, who gains turn meter every time. I think it's every time other characters attack out of turn, he gains turn meter. That's basically an imp-proof team, and you'll see that. Of course, I had to try anyway, because this squad is so much fun with Moff Gideon and with Piet in there. I mean, that is my C counter. So even though it's got Malik, who makes it hard, and then Barriss, who definitely increases the difficulty, and then Marauder, you can see once he gains enough turn meter, he'll go, and it doesn't matter if he doesn't even kill anyone. It's the fact that he will reset the stacks of Emperor's Trap. So you're not doing as much damage as you would if, you built up a nice healthy stockpile and could just tear through the other squad. That doesn't happen. He resets it, so it takes you longer to kill somebody, and that buys time for C to gain turn meter and get to his ultimate. And once he gets that off, he's just going to wipe the board. So we don't want that to happen. So the only thing I can really do, I'm trying to get to where Malik takes his turn and then he doesn't taunt, and then I can go after Barriss. If I can get her out, then I can really kill somebody. Otherwise, I'm just going to be hitting the wall because she's going to keep healing him passively every time I crit, and I don't want that. So trying to go after her now that I can get a shot in. I really need to just do enough damage to get through. And it's tough without healing immunity there. If you don't have any healing immunity, you get stuck. And so I was thinking, should I AoE right there? And, should I basic? I went for the AoE, trying to get enough attacks in to where I could take her out, and it just didn't work that way. I keep doing buffs and assists, everything I can do, working her health down a little bit. But you can see since I lost Death Trooper, he's really key to the squad in this, because once you kill one, then you've got his death mark, and he's got that grenade for the AoE dispel and increase in cooldowns. He brings a lot to the table. So I finally got rid of Barriss, And now I'm working on Marauder because, like I said, he's just constantly gaining turn meter, attacking, and he's going to keep resetting my stacks if I can't get rid of him. Already, C took a turn. He goes into ultimate, and that's not bad in itself. It's like a freebie. You know, he takes his turn, doesn't do any damage to you. But the fact that it resets your Emperor's trap stacks is the bad thing. So right now, I'm just trying to do what damage I can, and it just didn't amount to anything. Once the Emperor was able to go, he just cleared the board. So that sucked, and we're going to go ahead and take out this Mon Mothma team while I figure out what I want to use to, clean up my mess here. I've got wiggle room. He messed up on a few of my battles, so I've got some space to work. It just all depends. Once your GL counter goes sideways, it's really tough to take out a GL when they're on defense with your backup squads. And the fact that he's still got Malik in there and half a team really makes it tough. Malik, with any of them, just adds a lot to it and a lot of survivability and shuts down a lot of your counters. So I'm thinking about what I want to use for that team while I'm killing this Mon Mothma team. You can see I went in here with Treya, Triumvirate, and then Watt, and I just put the tank tech on Scion. Figured that would help him out a bit, cleanse off the debuffs when it's his turn, keep gaining some protection. Should be pretty good for him. And meanwhile, of course, every time they go, they're killing themselves due to Treya's lead. Even Mon Mothma died, so I didn't have to worry about her. Like, it was pretty easy. Killed that. Now I'm back around to the C team, and this is my thinking here. Okay, I had a Darth Revan team, but it's like a leftovers Darth Revan team. You can see I don't have Malik in there, and I don't have my own Marauder because my own Marauder is in my C team on defense. Because I went the same way. I wanted to try to improve it as much as I could. So I did very similar. I didn't throw Barris in there. That was kind of a mean trick. But that's what you got to deal with. So I've got Darth Revan, and I'm just hoping they can do enough damage to be able to take out all the side characters. I don't think that they're going to kill C, but if I can get this Malik out of there, I'll be in good shape. I can clean up a lone C still. I've got enough stuff to do that. It should be okay. But I have to get rid of this Malik. And so I was debating timing out when he was in the yellow, if I should just let it time out, and that way I can bring in Savage and do the special and try to kill him that way. Or if I could really finish him off with this Darth Revan team, and then I don't have to worry about being able to, if the special is going to work. Because you don't want to count on that. Any number of things could throw that off. So if I can get rid of him now, that's what I want to do. And so I keep doing it. I'm down to just Bastila and HK. I've got him in the red. Like, it's only a matter of time. It sucks. I was just like, what do I use? I got ability block. Try and do everything to keep him from healing. If he heals, it's over. I'm stuck. I've got to get rid of Malik. And Emperor's going, Lincoln doing all his stuff. I'm doing as much damage as I possibly can. And there we go. HK's grenade was able to finish off Malik. So now there's really nothing he can do against the Emperor. So that was good enough. I've got lone C left to deal with, but I can clean that up. It's not pretty, but we'll clean that up and be fine. It's expensive. Look at the team I got to use to make sure that I'm going to punch through it. I was rather going to use this against his Shakti clones in the other wall. But instead, I got to burn them here to make sure that I get rid of the C. And even using this full relicked up team with all this heavy damage, still has a bit of a tough time. Because the Emperor just goes. I mean, he is a galactic legend, he does his thing. But there we go. Got him down finally, thankfully. 30 banners. Ugly. But I cleared the bottom. Now I can go to work up top. Thankfully, I know what counters I'm going to use for at least 2 of these, and it's only the Shakti clones that I got to think about. So let's get on with the 2 where I know what I'm going to do, and those I'll show you how those went. Okay, we're going to use Padme against his Grievous with Newt. You guys have seen this in a few videos now. I've started using my Padme just because it's pretty reliable. It can go one of two ways, and the first way is the 1-2 punch with B2 and then Grievous. But if that doesn't work out, which it only works out half the time, then you just play it normally. So here we go after B2, gonna try and get him taken out with the mass attack from Ahsoka, and we do. Now I can go after Grievous with the mass attack from Kenobi. Sometimes you have enough courage stacks to do it, sometimes you don't. Go after Grievous, and no, he's in the red. So it wasn't enough to punch through, so we just play it straight like you would a normal battle, and just got to start taking them out one by one and go after Grievous when we can. So work on Magna Guard here, try and get rid of him. Keep everybody topped off on protection. That's going to be the thing that, will sink us if we don't do that. Always remember that when it's Padme's turn, her basic is going to give you protection up, and sometimes that's a lot more helpful than doing the kick and trying to get a mass attack and a stun. Just because if you have that protection up, your team's probably not going to die. Like if Grievous goes, it just helps you is all. So we want to try and keep that protection up as much as we can. Right there I went for the mass attack because I was trying to finish off Magna. It takes a lot to work through them, and then B1's constantly healing them up back to full health and mostly full protection. So it's very annoying to deal with. Thankfully, I at least do have enough buffs and damage and attackers that I can do a decent amount of damage to try and get rid of them. And I did Padme's heal. That should give me some more protection up, which hopefully will turn into courage. Grievous went, and as long as you got protection up, again, your people aren't going to die. So now I can go start taking stacks off of B1 here. It's, it's very frustrating and annoying. It goes so much easier when you can just nuke B2 and Grievous and get rid of them, but instead, you got to play it through normally. Now we got rid of the droids. Just got to get rid of Newt here. Trying to make sure everybody's healed up. Can't really gain protection back through, Shakti's move, I guess, is it. So the best I can get was 56 banners. Hey, I'll take it. Now we're going to go after his Geos, and I'm going to use my Night Sisters for that. I think they're a lot better of a counter. I know people use Traya, and it's expensive to burn your Traya on Geos, but yeah, what else are you going to do? And so there's other counters you can use, but I think Night Sisters are probably the cheapest one, so might as well go ahead and use them here. And you're going to end up with about 55 banners, but that's okay. At least you'll get through in one shot without burning something very overpowered like Jedi or a Galactic Legend or something on your own. Because I don't want to do that. I've got other battles that I got to work on. I know Night Sisters will work. You guys have heard me mention this before, but with having a relic zombie up to R5 for that new challenge tier Rancor raid, that actually hurts this counter, because it used to be nice having zombie at like gear 12, and when she's real low gear and low health, she will die over and over again and ramp your team up that much faster. And that's what you need. You need zombie to go down easy, and that way Asajj can power up and her AoE will take everybody out at once. And that's kind of what you do. Well, here zombie's surviving. She's so tanky that she's taking all these hits and not dying. And so it's not helping the team power up any. Thankfully, Spirit was dead, so you want to let your characters, if they die, if one of them dies, just keep assisting from the grave. And as long as they're doing those assist attacks, every single one is a death, and that's going to ramp up the team and give you the damage you need. And so that was enough to take out Alpha and start working on the rest of the team. You can see they're all low health now. Now it's just cleanup. So I'm going after them, trying to make sure everybody's alive. That's basically the best you can do. You're not going to get protection banners or anything. So I ended with 56 there. Good enough, I guess. And now the one that I needed to work that I was not sure on if this would work, because I know that clones can do a ton of damage really easily, is I did Jedi Knight Revan with Bastila, Jedi Knight Luke, Obi-Wan, and Hermit Yoda. Well, I say Obi-Wan's Old Ben. You guys get the idea. This is the team that I would have used like if he had his SOKR in back. So this is what I had left over. I debated trying to use Bastila lead. Wasn't sure if I should do that for the extra protection cushion, or if I should just do JKR for the extra damage. Figured damage might be important. I want to be able to chew through 5s, get rid of him, and be able to get rid of Rex. He's going to be the next, pain to get rid of. I don't want him nuking any of my characters. I had to use Jolie in my other match, so I don't have any revive. I've just got Old Ben, and that's it. So I really don't want to lose anybody. You lose the wrong person, it's over. So I don't want to have any of those Rexecute, whatever, going off. None of that. Just got to get rid of them. Then I can go after Shaak Ti. Got my direct focus up. So now she's in the yellow. And once you get rid of her, it's good night. You don't have to worry about all the things that she gives out to clones. Get rid of her. She don't have the healing or cleansing the team or any of that mess. And now it's just clean up on the clones. At this point, I don't even care if I lose banners. I just wanted to get it down in 1 and I would be good. So that was my plan. Get it down in 1, take 1 out, go after the other clone. Arc Trooper's the last one. And look at that. Mass attack with Master's Training there from Hermit Yoda. And that'll finish it off. Call it good. Not too pretty. 56 banners. But done with the ground. I get to move on to fleets. If I can one-shot these fleets, I will win. And look what he put, though. Is what I call the asshole negotiator comp. Because this is the hardest one. When you try to mirror match it, like in arena, I lose like 99% of the time. It's so stupid. I hate it. And of course, leave it to a guildmate that knows I struggle on fleet to set that one on defense. So I did what anybody else might do. I went straight to one of our other guildmates and said, zoom me through a fleet battle. You're going to put negotiator on defense for me? That means I'm going straight to an ally and going to get a walkthrough. So yeah, I don't have fleet footage even if I wanted to show you, because I can't record while I'm doing it on Zoom. And I just had someone walk me through both battles. I ain't gonna lie, I'll tell you the truth. Y'all should know by now, I hate fleets with a passion. So we tackled this negotiator comp with Malevolence, actually, and Malevolence got me 55 banners. So once I took care of that, then I just had to take out his Radis, and for that I had my own negotiator, so I knew I wasn't going to lose that. But I did have Mems walk me through it, and we were able to get 66 banners on that one. So look at that. That's pretty good. That's probably the highest I've ever scored in fleet banners. I know it was with help, but still. So that was my fleet battles. Stupid negotiator, and then Radis. And all of that done, that gives us the grand total 2,076 versus his 2,048. So a victory for me in round 2. Pretty happy with that. Undefeated so far for the season. So hopefully I can keep it up, guys. This is the longest I've ever gone without losing. Doesn't really happen often these days. All right, we'll catch you guys in round 3. Shout out to my buddy Mikayas. He runs a modding service. He'll go through, make sure you got the right squad compositions and the right mods on the right characters. Give your account a real nice tune-up. I'll put the link to his Discord in my description. Go ahead and check him out. Tell him Indigo sent you. Thanks for watching my video, guys. If you enjoyed the video, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe, share your comments down below, and hopefully you'll check out my other videos on my channel. Peace.